Hi there, this is Tom Ward answering a few questions for the SpicerHaart Graduate Management Programme. The first question I was asked was what are my reasons for applying to the programme? Well, I think there are three key reasons. The first, and perhaps most important, is a real love of the property industry. It's something that's always fascinated me. I love looking at houses. I always like being surprised by seeing the outside of a house, and then when you go inside you get a completely different experience to what you're expecting. I've grown up in a house that's developed over the last few years, and I've really enjoyed watching that and seeing all the improvements. And I think that's really sparked my interest. I've also spent too much time watching daytime TV and watching shows like Homes Under the Hammer and Escape to the Country, and I love watching those shows, and I think it's really inspired me to want to get involved in this industry and use the skills and knowledge that I learnt during the course of my business and management degree at university and apply them to a commercial environment. I think this would be an industry that would be really suited to me. The second reason was the SpicerHaart brand. It's a really strong brand within the property industry. I particularly like that it's got a real innovative streak within it and a real reputation for that, stemming from its role as being a pioneer of the one-stop shop. And I think an innovative environment would really suit me, and within a company that's always looking forward to the future. And then thirdly, I think the actual scheme itself really attracted me. There's a huge emphasis on training and development. I'm really looking for something that's going to really test me and really improve the raw skills that I've gained at university and allow me to apply them to a commercial environment. There's also clear progression lines at the end of the training program, such as it was mentioned that you can be an assistant branch manager very soon, and I'm really looking forward to kicking off my career, and a rapid career progression sounds brilliant to me. Okay, well, the second question I was asked was to give an example of when I've influenced someone. I'm going to take an example from my current job. I work for a small software startup company. There's a team of 7 of us, and recently the director approached me over a problem we had with our sales pitch. We had an initial pitch when we have our first meetings with clients. People were getting really excited about our product. It's this innovative product, and people were really interested in it with the people that we were talking to. The problem we found was that they weren't fully understanding the concept, and so were unable to sell it internally to their colleagues, possibly higher up, their superiors. So we needed to find a way of making sure they understood the product better. And the director approached me with this problem, and I said, our pitch is too long. It was taking 45 minutes to do our pitch and presentation of an hour-long meeting, and if the meeting starts late, for example, then you're really running out of time, and there's no time to really talk to the people you're pitching to and answer any questions they had and make sure they do fully understand it. So he approached me, and I said, we need to cut this presentation down. I was quite brutal with it. I took out loads of things like product shots and anything I could to take it down to its core message in order to generate a conversation for the rest of the meeting where the clients could learn everything they needed to know about the product and could then sell it internally, so that we could then have a second meeting with their superiors and then eventually get a final sale. So as I said, I cut it down to a 15-minute presentation from 45 minutes, and the director, who was initially quite sceptical because he was too close to the product, it was his baby, and he felt like it should be, everything needed to be explained, and I said, you can do that in your conversation. So he reluctantly did this, and he's been to, this was about 3 weeks ago, he's been to a few meetings since, and the feedback has been really positive. Clients are saying they're really getting to grips with it. We're getting second meetings much quicker. We're not being told no after an initial successful first meeting, where we thought the meeting's gone well, but then for some reason we don't get the second meeting. So that's been really good. So it's been a great success, and I learned that I think I have good ideas. I think I understand the sales process, and I've learned that I'm not afraid to put my opinions across to someone with years of experience and success within the industry we work in. And I think I can apply that to any graduate role. And I think I could really apply these skills I've learnt in this to a role with SpicerHaart. And the third question I was asked was to tell you something interesting about myself. Well, this is actually to do with my brother. I think he leads a very interesting life. He has one of the weirdest jobs I think I've ever heard of. He currently works in Canterbury as a court jester, so he can be seen in the streets of Canterbury in full medieval jester gear, complete with bells on his shoes, juggling for tourists. So I think that's rather interesting and quite unique about my family, if anything else. So thank you very much for listening to my answers, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.